Welcome back, boys and some girls. This is the fourth weekend we have of the alpha test. I wish it was a taste. I'm kind of hungry. Alpha test phase 1 of Ashes, and I have some more feedback. So take what points you like, whatever you want, make it whatever you want from it, and just spread it around. Number 1, I'm sure this point will be fixed, or at least this is how important I think it is. I'm talking about guild wars. Currently, what you can do is you can declare war on another guild without any cooldown or warning time, meaning you can just abuse this to kill whoever you want without any repercussions. The only downside is people from your server will know who you are and who your guild is, so don't abuse. What we need to do is simply put a cooldown or a startup time on that, so nobody can spam wars basically. Oh, and I forgot, don't let people quit your guild while the war is going on, because what happened to me, and I can tell you from first hand, is people get into your guild, they get into some kind of a problem with the different guild, then that guild declare wars on you, they leave the guild, and now you have to clean the mess, and you have even no idea what happened. Like, why am I in a war with this guild? I don't even know them, I never met them, but you are, so don't let them quit. Number 2, very short, very simple, give Caravan a follow function. It's already a very long and slow trip, so just let us click follow to the first caravan, so it's gonna make it much easier to just follow. Okay. Number 3 is just add another bar for the tank for the courage. It's very hard to see the little circle around your like class avatar thingy. Just make it another bar. Number 4, continue with the tank quality of life, is I want to see some kind of a threat meter around each mob, maybe like a tiny sword around their name with like a green, yellow or red color depending on like your threat level, so the tank is gonna have like an easier time to know which mob to actually aggro next. Number 5, I think I already said it in previous weeks, but I'm gonna say it again. Certain bosses and mobs have very interesting mechanics that force you to actually know what you're doing, and it can change a dungeon from being extremely hard to very easy. I love it. Keep doing that. Number 6, this is a very mob specific bug. The Tropic Stabber Goblins, they have a bugged attack that's causing them to be able to stab you at any range, even if they're frozen, if they're stunned. They will attack until the whole party is dead, or if the goblin itself is dead. Granted, I did not check this at like the other side of the map, aggro him like that, but I checked it in a very large distance, like more than the range that the mage can attack, but you can still get damage. I was out of range for basic attacks for the mage, but I was still being like stabbed by the goblins that were frozen all the way over there. Number 7, I'm not sure about this point 100%. I don't really see the negative side for it. This is why I need some of your help and everybody else who can just give their opinion. What I'm talking about is resource visibility. I like the idea that you can't really see what kind of plants or ores or tree it is. They don't glow or shine when you aim at them. Also, you cannot see what it is from a distance. This actually gives some kind of a edge to dedicated artisan players. They will be able to tell what kind of ore it is or plant it is from a distance, saving them the time of running to it to check what it is. Again, the only negative that maybe I can see from it is don't waste my time that I have to check everything. But you can basically say it for like 90% of the game, so I'm not sure what I think about that, so share your opinion. Number 8, the artisan skill leveling system needs a complete overhaul. Most of the stuff just doesn't make any sense when you start calculating what gives what and how much do you need of a certain thing to level, especially after having the EXP, the EXP gain we got last weekend. So, I don't know, I guess we shall see. Number 9, after finishing a caravan run, please let us sell the loot from the hunting lodge without having to go to the caravanserai, getting it out of the caravanserai into the storage, then go from the storage to the hunting lodge, and then take it in from the hunting lodge in the storage over there to sell it. It's just like too much steps for no reason. I mean, if there would be like some kind of a mechanic in between, I would get it, but there is none, so save me some time. Number 10, I love the idea of guards actually protecting towns from combatant players and letting people actually enjoy socializing in nodes in peace. I still see some AFK killings, but they're mostly occur where guards are not present. Hopefully this will be fixed in the future with NPC patrols or NPC locations. I don't know, we'll see. Number 11, this one is a feeling of mine that I'm not sure about, but if it is true, please do keep it like that. It's very good. Material rarity seems to be affected by your skill level as well as the overall area level. So for example, me with a level 15 hunting, if I go to kill level 1 or 2 Gremms near Lionhold, I will be getting like common or uncommon carcasses max. But if I go north to where you can find level 18 to 19 Gremms, you will be able to find more uncommon and a lot more rares. Same thing seems to be true for trees and ores. Maybe my luck seems to just coincide with the location I was at the time. But who knows? Well, I guess I know who will. Intrepid. Number 12. On server start, resources should grow with the player base. There is no need for journeyman ores when no one even has apprentice tools. The only reason I do care about it is because they share the same spawn location with tier 1's resources. So as the weekend tests go by, you will find less and less resources until the next server reset, which brings everything back to square one. You can also just separate the spawns, whichever one you want to do. Either one is good enough for me. Number 13, bard changes this week seems to have made the class much more fun to play. I specifically don't play a bard, but I have been told by guildmates who do play bard since the start of Alpha 2 that the class feels much more enjoyable to play, as you actually have more options now that have meaning with how you actually choose to play. And as a player who party up with bards, especially with one bard of my guild which is very good, you can feel a big difference between somebody who actually knows what they're doing and somebody who just spams like buttons. It can be the difference between constant mana breaks or wipes, or into like a consistent skill usage to the point where my mana is even full after using all my skills, because I just constantly use my skill as a mage. It's very like, it's a crazy difference day night. So long story short, I love the class directions. Keep on. Number 14, regarding the node layout, there are only two types currently, one that is more mountainy and one that is pretty much flat. If we scale it up to 82 nodes, which is I think what's supposed to be the full, like in the full game, that's pretty much around 32 node types, which will be quite enough in my opinion to, like, with all the variety of the races and everything, this will be more than enough, I think. Question is, will the scale like that we have right now be kept all the way up to 82? I don't know, but I surely hope so. Number 15. What I want is a slash blade to actually know how much of my time I wasted running around like a hamster on Siemens wheel. Please do that. Number 16, caravans need proximity chat so freaking bad. A musical caravan just going by with like people singing and laughing, it can change your whole game night on its head. I wish we could play music. Just like singing songs and...
There we go. Oh yeah.
I'm gonna keep driving this.
This is so fucking loud.
Fun, isn't it? 17. Another point about the caravans is I want my guards to be able to sit on the caravan either above it or inside of it. I also want a taxi type of caravan where a player will be able to pay me based on the distance traveled. So they can just AFK inside the caravan. If they had to do something, they go to the laundry, they go like take a shit, whatever. Then they just AFK in my caravan and I take them to wherever they need. This might be a tiny bit of a problem because you need to keep the players still when you transit between water and land to the two types of caravan. I believe it is possible, so just let me be a taxi driver. Number 18, Mage Light doesn't work most of the time, and when it does, it actually makes the environment even darker. This might need like a softer brush to gradually bring light and maybe even extend the distance of the lights because it's pretty small right now. Don't know, do whatever you want. And number 19, the last one, dungeons. I don't know if this one is already planned, but all the dungeons currently in the game are simply a place where you just stay still while you're killing a number of mobs that just respawn on top of you. What would be nice to see is some kind of a progression type of dungeon that tells some kind of an environmental story as you progress through it for like 1, 2, or maybe 3 hours. Don't know, just some kind of a more interesting type of dungeons, maybe with a quest related to it. I know it's just an alpha test and later on there's going to be more stuff added, but I didn't really see any mention of stuff like that, so that's why I'm saying it. And that's pretty much it for this week. The game is slowly shaping up to be quite nice, quite fun, and I have to say, good job Intrepid. Keep on. But that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed this fun video. Thank you. If you didn't, then I want to know why, so I can actually improve. But that's gonna be it. Keep stay safe. See you in the next one. Bye bye.